So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and wow, a 5-hour stream with plenty to pretty much talk about, and we're going to divide that over the course of the weekend to cover pretty much everything, ranging from the new gameplay mechanics, the weapons, Warzone 2.0, Warzone Mobile, the whole shoot and match, but this is going to focus specifically on gameplay mechanics. Why? Because the beta is this weekend for the PlayStation players, and for those of us on Xbox and PC, we might want to get accustomed to some of these things before diving right in. Now, of course, you have the basic gameplay mechanics that we're all, used to. Move forward, move back, crouch, stand, run, etc. But then, of course, you have some things that are coming back that are going to make all the difference in the world. Now, let's put it this way. You're still able to tack sprint. Yes, tack sprinting is still going to be a thing, in which case you, of course, can lock that into double tapping on the stick or tap and hold on the controller. And, of course, when you're tack sprinting, it's still exactly the same way it's always done. Operator holds the gun to the sky, making it slower to go from sprinting to aiming down your gun. And keep this in mind, they made a major change to this. Tack sprinting has a longer cooldown than before, meaning this is one of those use at your own risk. Know that you could easily waste it, and unless you have a stim or a field upgrade or something to change that, you will end up pretty much being caught with your pants down. Now, one of the key things that we have all been begging for back is finally here: dolphin diving. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, the dolphin dive is back. Now, how exactly do you do the dolphin dive? It's very simple, actually. All you have to do is tack sprint and then crouch. Yeah. If you try to tack sprint and slide, instead of doing a slide cancel, you go into a dive. This gets rid of that whole thing, and let's put it this way. While a dive, as we have all known it over the years, is not meant to carry you as far as a slide, it does have its own benefits, meaning you're dropping behind cover, or quite possibly getting as far down as doing an old school drop shot, and I am praying we see some old school drop shots. Now, of course, you have slide, canceling is back. Now, a lot of you are probably sitting here going, oh dear fucking god, please fucking kill me. Well, let me explain to you why I'm not pissed. So, slide canceling, in theory, was supposed to be a quick and evasive movement that was meant to be used by high-skilled players. But sadly, people were using this for everything. They were using it over sprinting. However, this change in Modern Warfare 2 is going to make slide canceling pretty much a tactic that can be used but not be meant for traversing the map. Why? Because tactical sprinting will officially be faster than slide canceling. Now that makes things a lot better. Now, what exactly does this mean? It means that slide canceling will be more appropriate for short-range engagements, breaking someone's ankles, juking them out, rather than going over long distance where the tack sprint is going to be more useful. Now, those of you who don't know how to slide cancel, you still might want to learn, and for those of you who already know how to break people's ankles, rejoice, because you still get to keep your gameplay mechanic, but you also don't have to break your controller just trying to traverse the map. Now, one key thing that was always a pain in the ass, because you had the entire set of water all around Verdansk, and then, of course, the entire water sections that were on Caldera. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? In Modern Warfare 2, operators not only will be able to go underwater, but will be able to fire their weapons underwater. So what exactly does this mean? This means that you'll be able to shoot people. Now, this might sound great, but know that bullets have a lot less velocity when in water. Don't believe me? Go pull up a video. Now, the thing to worry about, and this is exactly how you'd expect it to go in real life with any COD game that has had swimming before, you have a limited amount of air. And if you can't hold it in any longer, you're eventually going to start taking damage until you eventually drown. Now, of course, swimming up to the surface is going to give you air to breathe, and let's put it this way. This will be a play that people will be able to use. And keep this in mind, you can only really use your pistol while in the water. Now, what's another mechanic that we have all been kind of begging for? That, of course, is mantling being changed ever so slightly. You know, vertical movement. No, not the, jumping with a jetpack kind. I'm talking about mantling. Now, you'll still be able to put in the thing where you can actually automatically mantle and have it turned on. But remember, while mantling, you are unable to use weapons. But then there's this new mechanic. This new mechanic is going to be a game changer. Why? Let's just say it's called ledge hanging. You know, that thing that a lot of us have done in Assassin's Creed for God knows how long. Now, while you are hanging onto a ledge, this is pretty much something that you're too high to mantle on top of. While hanging, you're able to pull out your pistol before either dropping off or continuing to climb up. You'll also be able to peek over the top of the ledge to see what's behind it, so you can get, an idea of what you're dealing with. Hell, you can even pull out the pistol, get a few shots off on someone, climb back up, and kill a bunch of people. It is honestly going to be a game changer. Then, of course, you have the ladder, which the ladder tends to be on maps pretty much all over the place. And as always, you'll still be able to use your sidearm while going up the ladder. But don't forget, when you're going up and down the ladder, you can hold the crouch button to pretty much slide all the way down, or you can link a keybind so that you can, go down a little bit slower. Now, of course, we come to one of the mechanics, or should I say, a different view on life when playing Call of Duty. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. After seeing hackers do it before and watching people on various cams after being killed in S&D, third-person mode is actually being implemented into Call of Duty. And while this has its ups and downs, the upside being that you'll be able to see around the corner, the downside is that your character is now in the dead center of the screen and creates a small blind spot. This ends up being something that can change everything. Now, what do I mean by that? The way that it works is similar to Ghost Recon Wildlands or Breaking Point, where you're able to go from third-person view to as soon as you ADS, you're immediately locked right back into first-person mode. And overall, this then creates the aesthetic of that you can kind of peer over your head, see a little bit, you can peer around the corner without actually sticking your head out. Then, jump around the corner, go back into first-person mode, shoot the shit out of someone, and then back into third-person mode. This is going to get interesting. So with that being said, I want to hear in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of Call of Duty Next? What was the upsides? What was the downsides? And what would you like me to cover most of all, as I'm going to be trying to cover as much of it as possible over the course of the weekend. Given that I can't play the beta, I will try to get as much news and information out to you guys as possible. So with that being said, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. You guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing. Do it wholeheartedly. And of course, as always, this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.